This beautiful vintage typewriter named Mildred, and this is the paper we are going to be typing with, which has cornflowers in it, which are these purple and like pink inclusions. They are really pretty. So that is what we are going to be working with today. So I'm going to set that up while we wait for y'all to arrive. About there. Hi, Lee. How are you? It's lovely to see you as always. Hi, Jody. Welcome. Welcome to Friday night type night. I just spelled Friday wrong. Friday night type night with Erica. Treasured Letter. Welcome. Hi. Okay, so today was eventful. I had to go look around for a tablecloth for the Valentine's Day market that Jody just mentioned on the 7th. So I went to Marshall's and that kind of thing. And I got a pink one. I don't know if it'll work because it seems to be gigantic, but we'll see. Anyway, so I got a pink tablecloth, and then I got a pair of jeans because I never buy anything for myself and I don't have that many pairs of pants. So I bought a pair of jeans, and I was proud of myself for buying myself something, which I know sounds silly, but I was. And then I got a bunch of when you go to those stores, they have random snacks. I got fun chips, which I love. So that was good. Then I had to go to the grocery store, and it felt like people were preparing for Armageddon over there. It was crazy. I was like, I don't have any groceries and I regret this. If y'all didn't know, we're waiting for a snowstorm this weekend, and today is most people's payday. So it was wild in there. People were bumping into you and everywhere and taking things and stealing parking spots and baskets. And I was like, pardon me, excuse me. So it was hectic, but it was good. I made a vat of soup. I made so much soup, and this isn't a soup I made before. I just made it up, but it was really good. So I was proud of myself, and that's what it felt like for a snowstorm, kind of nervous. There was so many people, and I had so much stuff because I was completely out of food at my house. And the girl doing the groceries was like, I didn't think it was going to be this bad. And I was like, this is unrelated. But it was crazy. So I was very proud of myself for being out in public. I had a doctor's appointment, a bunch of stuff today. So this wasn't fun stuff. It was just stuff. But I was proud of myself. So soon you'll see my new pair of jeans, which are, I only have 2 pairs of jeans. So yay. I wear a lot of skirts and dresses. I don't have that many pairs of pants. So I needed that. So I got myself something today. And yeah, while I was in line, there was a woman who was really nice to me, and I told her if she comes to the Valentine's Day market, I will give her a child a free sticker, because she had a bunch of kids' clothes, so the kid wasn't there. And I told her about it and gave her my card, and I was so proud of myself because I'm so awkward, IRL, so awkward and scared. I am properly scared of people. So I was really proud of myself for making a conversation with a stranger. So that was my big news today. I know that might seem silly to some, but as somebody who's terrified of people, I was proud. So, welcome to Friday night type night. Hello, thank you for being here. So, Sean, Jody, Brian, you're gonna have good luck. Your name fell on the typewriter, Belle. Daniel, that's how your name sounds on a typewriter from the 40s. Audrey, welcome back, my friend. That is how your name sounds. Hello, lovely to see you. Hi, Jenny. Just seeing, making sure I don't miss anybody. Baz. Oh, you're gonna have good luck. Which y'all deserve, and I hope that you love. I have enough snacks for like ever. So yeah, I think I'm prepared for this snowstorm. My main concern, oh, I should write myself a note. Oh, y'all are brilliant. Is that I have a bonsai plant outside that is truly clinging to life, and I keep forgetting and having it be frozen. So I think maybe I'll just put it in my car. Like if I just buckle it into my car seatbelt, like that'll work, right? It can't be outside in the snow. It can't be in like 2 feet of snow. It won't. Anyway, save the bonsai, y'all. I'm writing a post-it that just says that for later. Other than that, I have been getting ready for this market. I set up everything in my living room. I now have a tablecloth. I'm getting ready. So we'll see. Yes, this one is like a terry cloth material. I like it because I like layering. So this one is thinner than the the hoodie, which is like heavy duty. I like that. So anyway, thank you. Designed it myself. If you look, right here is my name typed out on the typewriter. I think that's the cutest thing. Anyway, so welcome, Zoe. Hello. Please save the bonsai. I don't even know if it's still with us or if it's just been frozen in time. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine probably. John. So today we're delusional. So we're going to get to 9,000 subs and we're at 15 members. Love y'all. And there's going to be new member stuff coming soon because I do all of my life updates on there and craft show updates and all of that. So if you would like to see behind the scenes stuff or any new info about that, please join the membership because there's going to be more videos coming soon. And what else? $100 in sales or donations would go a long way. You know, I paid $50 for a tablecloth. Anyway, it better be the nicest tablecloth known to man. I'm probably going to return it. I'm stressed about it. But that is how, if you need quality stuff, I guess you got to pay quality price. I don't know. So how close are we? I do not know. Let's see. 89.29. Very close. We're trying to get to 10K so we can do a cute little donation stream to charity. So that's the goal. Plus when I started YouTube, I joked that we were gonna have 10,000 people because I thought it was impossible, and now I have almost 9,000 friends. So all right, back on track. Okay, Victor, welcome my friend, and thank you for being a member. Thank you. I did it myself. Cut and color situation. And I made this color with magenta and purple and pastel lightener and what's it called? Toner and stuff. Developer, that's it. Anyway, I make the color myself, so I appreciate that you like it. I appreciate it. Because I never know what color it's going to be until it's done. All right, so welcome one and all. Hello. Yes. Art makes the world go round. And if y'all are overwhelmed and you're like, I don't have time to do art, all you have to do is get a coloring book. That stuff is relaxing. It doesn't need to be the world's best art. It just needs to be some endeavor where you can just focus on one thing and not really have to think too much. That helps immensely in anybody who's feeling a little bit of overwhelm. Okay, so welcome. It is 10:47 p.m. What time is it for you? Let me know. Hi, William. You're gonna have good luck because your name fell on the typewriter barrel, but also that's how your name sounds on the typewriter. Okay, so Bryn, Moonlight, hello, thank you for being here. What are we doing? Okay, so right now I am typing everyone's names on the typewriter for fun. Every Monday and Friday I do typewriter ASMR. So that's what this is. And then if you look in the middle, it's red and black ribbon. So when someone like donates or joins the membership or anything like that, I swap their name over to red. But otherwise it's like this pretty classic black ink. And I bring this around. So my job is to bring this out into the world, and I write poetry like in the moment. I don't do that on stream, but I do that in real life. So you can also order poems from me on my website, which is TreasuredLetter.com. I also make a bunch of stuff out of wax because the poems are sealed with wax, like so. I mean, you choose what you want it to be, but I like dragons. Anyway, so then I type them out and I put little rose petals. It's cute. I like it. It's enjoyable. I'm looking forward to after Valentine's Day when all the roses are on sale because I need to dry more for the letters and poems. Anyway, so where were we? Yes, so yesterday we made this. This is a sticker made out of wax. So I put like a sticker back here and then you can like put it wherever you'd like. And then I also make jewelry with wax. So I have like glass lockets and you can swap out the wax inside and like wear them. That's a mini one, and then I have like a larger one too. So I make a lot of things. See? And then you can have like a million of them and like change them with your outfit. It's cute and it makes me happy. So hopefully it makes y'all happy. It's a lovely thing. So anyway, and then I have like merch and stuff. I have a bunch of stuff on there, but that is what I do. And I post a video every day of the sticker of the day, which is for sale, but also it's a labor of love. I enjoy it. So that's what we do here, but that's what I make. The channel itself is just a place to rest, a place to regroup, rest, not have to think about anything going on in the world, have some kindness directed in your direction. That's it. That's the point. Is to just build a really nice community where people can come and just make friends and not have to think about the world or what's happening. Thanks, Bree. Thank you so much. Drew, hello. I just realized, oh, Drew, you're going to have good luck because your name fell on the typewriter bell. Lizzie. Okay, so I just realized Bree did a donation, so that should have been red. So I wrote it twice so that it would be red. But can you see it? It's right in the middle there at the bottom. You see the red? I'll have to show you when it gets like higher up so that you can actually see what's going on. Todd, welcome, my friend. Lovely to see you as always. And thank you for being a member. Love you. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this is just, I don't know. I should probably try and make like a mission statement for the stream so that I don't just rattle forever. But I don't, it's just a community of nice people, like, we're just hanging. And like, do I do this for a living? Yes. Like, I'm transparent about that, but I also just love streaming and making friends and having a nice place for people to relax. So that's what this is. All right, Michaela. Oh, you're gonna have good luck. So everybody whose name is typed has good vibes, but when your name falls on the bell, it's good luck. Hi, thank you, Edward. Thank you so much. Okay, now you'll be able to see because it's up a line now. Can you see the red? When people donate, I put it in red, or you join the membership, because I like to thank you properly at the end, and like it's an easier way to do that. Plus, it's fun. So I like the red ink. All right, where were we? Welcome. So far, we have Sean, Jody, Brian, Daniel, Audrey, Jenny, Baz, Zoe, John, Victor, William, Bryn, Moonlight, Bree, Drew, Lizzie, Bree, Todd, Kayla, Edward, page. I don't know about that, but like, welcome. Okay, Jeff. I have a Lego typewriter and it's so cool, and I never took it out of the box. I just look at the box lovingly, and I know that's unhinged. I know. But I haven't, it's so pretty. But I do need to make that at some point. But I haven't had the time, y'all. Okay. So, yes, TreasuredLetter.com is my website. So every Monday, Friday is like typewriter ASMR with Erica. That's me. And I am the owner of Treasured Letter. Welcome. Bella, oh, you're gonna have good luck. All right, so, hello. Hold on 1 second. All right, so yeah, we're just typing everybody's names and having some fun. Anwar, welcome, my lovely friend. Happy to see you. Okay, now, I like braved being out with people on several different things today, and it was scary. People make me so nervous. But I went out of the house and I was very brave, and then I also talked to like the UPS driver. I talked to a bunch of people today, so I was brave today. So we're celebrating the small things today, and I'm proud of myself. Alina, here we go. Hi, thank you for being here. Trisna. Isn't it so relaxing? I love the typewriter. I mean, I know I talk a lot, but it's like, I like to interact with you, and when I'm doing this, I'm looking down, but I do love it. Isn't it such a good sound? It's good. This one specifically is from 1949. She's a Royal Arrow. Her name's Mildred. And honestly, we're best friends. I've lost my mind, but I stay home and write poetry for a living, so no one expects the same person. That being said, I had a pretty good day. I made a bunch of food. I did a bunch of research for Treasured Letter, and it was a good day. I did not go for a walk, though I probably should. I didn't. Chili. You're gonna have good luck, my friend. Now, what's neat about this typewriter, and tell me if you can see it. Okay, so you know when you like push down to make like capital letters? Well, with this one, it has a caps lock. So when you push this down, you'll be able to see this move up. Okay, I'm gonna try and show you. See it? So when you click that in, it will stay. I'm just awkward right now. And then you have caps lock from like back in the day. So there's a lock button here, and then this one says shift, but it also says freedom. And freedom means release from the caps lock. But honestly, it gives me joy and it cracks me up a little bit. So freedom. But that's what this does. See, when you push the lock, the whole thing comes down and like this moves up. So it's pretty cool, I think. Hi, Amy. Lovely to see you. Welcome, one and all. We are typing everyone's names. We're trying to get to 100 likes. So if you haven't liked the stream, I would be most grateful. 100 likes, 100 subs. That's the goal. Or 80 something, I don't know. But we're just rounding up. Oh no, Anwar, that's tragic. That's true. Or at least an escape key or something. So I got this at like a antique shop, but it was like on the side of the road. I was trying to remember, and that's all I remember is that they had it outside the shop, just like on some crates or something. Like it wasn't it was just there. And I was like, can I, this for me? And I guess it was before typewriters were cool because it wasn't a lot. But now you can pay a lot for them. So I'm very fortunate to have this lovely lady. Okay, so welcome. Thank you for being here. And this is Friday night type night. Hello. Thank you. Hi, Amina. That's what your name sounds like on the typewriter. I hope you like it. Amanda. When I went to the P.O. box today, I was nervous because I realized that it's like a little shack in the middle of nowhere, but it's northern Rhode Island, and they're going to get more snow. And I was like, hey, make sure you stay safe to the one gentleman that works there. And he was like, yeah, we never close. And I was like, be careful. I love him. He's the only person that works there. So anyway, my thoughts are going out to all of the people who are, what do you call it? The workers that are like essential workers. What time is it? News. It is 11 p.m. on the dot. What time is it for you? But luckily, because I now work from home, I am really not concerned about the snowstorm, as I probably should be. But I got a bunch of food, and I started drinking soda, and I really like this soda. So I got some of that. I'll be fine. So... oh, you're gonna have good luck. And also thank you. Adam. I like the name Adam. It comes off as very kind, don't you think? Okay. Yes. Rhode Island is a state where they don't cut off your heat if you can't afford or anything like that. So like a lot of people should be okay, but if they lose power, they're gonna have some trouble. So I have a gas stove, so even if we lose all the power, I can still cook. So that's like a big deal, in my opinion, anyway. So what kind of soda? Olipop Vintage Cola. I like it. I really like it. It tastes like vanilla to me. Anyway, I don't drink soda usually, ever. I have enough energy for everyone. But I really like it. Kyle, it's 10 o'clock. Oh, so I traveled in time. But there are like very specific conditions for dogs to be outside all the time in Rhode Island, and I don't know what it's like for y'all, but I do know that the storm is supposed to be like maybe okay and maybe really not okay. So make sure to take care of your pets, and because they might be freaked out from the storm. You got ice cream. That's amazing. I thought it was really good, Audrey. I was like surprised because I don't really like soda. Did I write Audrey? Yeah, I did. Okay. Riker. That's a cool name. Hello. The typewriter paper I get from a small business out of Washington State because it has to be designed enough to be thin enough to fit in the typewriter, because most handmade paper is very thick. And this is thin enough to be like paper, but it has flowers in it. Oh, I love it so much. I buy it like in big sheets and then cut them to size. That's why like on the website, when it's like, hey, it may be a couple pages depending on how long it is, because like if I can fit it on one page, I will. But if it needs to be a bigger page than I cut, then I cut a new ream for you. So it's like, I do my very best to make it look aesthetically pleasing, no matter the length of like the letter. I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay. I have to think about the word vintage inspired a lot because people keep asking me what I do, and I don't know how else to say it because it's like old-timey looking stuff, but new old-timey, you know, like I made it. So it's not a vintage letter, but it looks like a letter somebody wrote like during a war to like a long lost loved one that they've kept in their wallet for 3 years, you know what I mean? But it isn't. So, but it could be if you would like a keepsake. But anyway, so yeah. Hello. I try my best. I mean, some things I end up having to buy from Amazon, but for the most part, I try and use small businesses and like recyclable packaging and where I can. I mean, I'm not a huge corporation, so it's not entirely, but it's as much as I possibly can because I think small businesses are the world. Today is a panda that says hello. The other day was Star Trek. Y'all had a lot to say about that. Today's a panda. I don't know what you'll have to say about that. Thank you, Kirby. Wait, that should be red. Thank you. We shall miss you, friend. All right, so, but I never think of the word historical. That's true. That never really comes up unless you're talking about like historical villages or like places that I go. But otherwise, that word doesn't come up as often. I did remember water, mostly because Jody's like, drink the water. And over time, my little brain is like, oh, she said I should drink water. Because, and that's a good person right there. So anyway, you know someone's your friend if they're constantly like, you're dehydrated. But that's neither here nor there. I did trim my hair a little bit more and I did dye it, and I think I might get like press-on nails because I'm somebody who after a day or two wants them off, so I don't want acrylic ones, I don't think. So anyway, that is what I'm up to. We are doing typewriter typing for fun, and honestly, it's a good time. All right, so Carlos, you're gonna have good luck, my friend, because your name fell on the typewriter bell. Who else? Did I miss anyone? Nova. Hello. Thank you for being here. All right. Did I do Kyle? Yeah, I did. Okay. It's a very kind thing to say. Y'all are lovely. Adam. I love after a snowstorm. So I used to be a dog walker, and I would like go to people's houses and have like 30,000 keys, and I would just go house to house and walk their dog and then bring the dog back and leave a little note and go to the next house. So it wasn't like one of those dog walkers that have 30 dogs. My job was to like make sure that your dog feels special. So it would be like one dog at a time, right? So I loved right after it would snow or while it was snowing, walking people's dogs because it was like silent. All of a sudden the city had like no sound and no one was out. And it was just very like being in a snow globe. It was so pretty. So that was one of my favorite things. I mean, I was cold, but it was one of my favorite like feelings. I just think it's really beautiful when you're the first one seeing the snow, if that makes sense. So I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I wish that I looked good in yellow because I always look like I have a jaundice, but I think it's the prettiest color. I love it so much. I bet those are beautiful. And that is what your name sounds like, Michelle, on a typewriter from the 40s. Welcome to my office. Thank you, Heather. That's what your name sounds like, and you're gonna have good luck because your name fell on the typewriter bell. Welcome, one and all. I'm TreasuredLetter. This is Friday Night Type Night, where we're just typing everybody's names for good vibes. So that's true. I think it'll be really nice. I'll probably go for a walk, and then I'll probably like fall on ice. But that's fine. Knock on wood. Last time there was a big snowstorm, it was thunder snow, which I thought was really cool because you could hear thunder, but it was just snowing. You couldn't really see any lightning or anything. It was very weird and fun. So we'll see what happens this time. I don't know, Audrey. We're going to find out. Ashley, welcome back. My lovely friend. Hello. I love what I do. How is Dan? He is feeling better. Thank you for asking. He is, let me see if I hear him. No, it seems like he's done with work. He's an audio technician, so if I hear music coming from the floor, he's working. So he must be resting. All right, so where were we? This is what it looks like when you're faking typing. This is what it sounds like. And that's on not pushing them hard enough to hit the paper. Pixie, that is your name on the typewriter. Thank you for being here. Y'all are lovely. So I will be live in person on the 7th of February at the Valentine's Day Market in Warwick, Rhode Island. If anybody would like to come say hello, if you tell me you're from YouTube, I will give you a free sticker because I want to say hi and I'm awkward. So I'll just be like, here you go. In a panic. But I'll be happy to see you. So if y'all would like to come say hi, that is where I shall be. I will be compiling a list so that everyone knows where I am for the year, but I am still waiting for the dozen things I've applied to see what I get into before we determine that. But I will be there doing live poetry and selling my wares. Isn't it so pretty? I love it. I haven't had the heart to take it down yet. Okay, so thank you. Yes, I put the flyer on Instagram if y'all would like the info. It's free admission, free parking. That's it, I guess. It's in Warwick, 10 to 3:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday. So what more could you ask for? Hopefully a bunch of Valentines, because I've made a bunch of Valentines. So let's hope that that's what the people want. We'll find out. I'm excited. Dan said that he has a surprise for me. I don't know what that means. But I do know that we're like trying not to like spend any money or anything. So like, I don't know what it could be. I'm like, did you make some? Like what? What's the surprise? So I'm somebody who loves surprises and also ruins them a lot, and then I'm upset that I ruin them, so I can't look too deep into this because I will do that again. But he said he has a surprise, and I don't know what that means, and I'm pretty excited. Natty. That's what your name sounds like on the typewriter. Welcome. How many? So I've made about 100 and maybe 150, 140 stickers for the Valentine's Day market, but almost none of them are Valentine's related. So I got to get on track. I'm like, here's a Hobbit house. You know what I mean? So you girls got to try harder on making, because in my head I'm like, somebody's going to love this snake. And Dan's over there like, so close. Okay. See what I mean? It's like, it's easy to ruin the surprises, but then you're sad you ruin the surprise and you got to be careful. Hi, Emily. You're going to have good luck, my friend. Your name fell on the typewriter bell. Whoa. That's your name. Just because. Lovely to see you. I'll put just. There we go. Hello, Dylan. Good night to you, my friend. Mia. Mia Thermopolis. Hello. Lovely to see y'all. Heather. like I accidentally put Heather twice, and both times your name was on the typewriter bell. So what does that mean? I don't, really good luck. Good vibes coming your way. Eve. Braylon. Hello. There you go, friend. And this is what they look like. Kinsley. What a pretty name that is. I don't know anyone with that name, but now I do. Hello. Dolly. Working 9 to 5. Welcome. I wish that I could play music that's copywritten on this channel. You're not allowed to, and they're really strict on YouTube, but I desperately wish that I could. Thank you. I'm so excited too. Kaylin. Haley. Hello. I don't know about that. Welcome. I'm so awkward. Okay. Luz. Good night to you, friend. Hi, Wesley. I always think of The Princess Bride when I see your name, and it gives me joy. Okay, I like that movie. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings on that movie or say it's cringe. I think it's a very cute movie. All right, we're halfway to our goals. Ooh, we're at 50. We're at 50 likes. Thank you. All right, y'all, let's get to 100. Pablo. Lovely to meet you. Hello. Haley, I did. I put Hale, but maybe I should have put B. Luz, I added. Welcome. My favorite movie. It's so fun, right? The third one. Elaborate. What? Berkeley. There we go. 8.94. Oh, is that true? Oh my God, I'm so excited. Y'all, we are getting dangerously close to 9K, which means we're getting dangerously close to 10K, and I'm freaking out. Okay, John. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It means the world, and frankly, small businesses deserve to thrive, and that's the goal. Not just mine, but like all of them. So that's what we're aiming towards. I wonder what donations we'll be able to do. Have you ever been in a stream where, okay, so when you have more than 10,000 subscribers, you can donate to charities on the stream. Have you ever been in a stream that's donating to charity actively? Because I've only seen them for like really big creators, so I don't know if there's a lot of donations you can do or like only a couple charities. I don't know yet, but I'm excited. Rachel. Thank you so much, and you're going to have good luck. I don't know who that is, but thank you. I'll put Penny. Tyler. That is your name on a vintage typewriter. I hope that you like it. All right. I'm going to put LeVar. You're going to have glasses in 2 weeks. I love glasses. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but I think everybody looks cool with glasses. I love them. They make me feel like I look smarter. I also need to be able to see, so you know. But I do like them. At first I got really nervous about them because of like TikTok. I got self-conscious, but I got over that. I like them. I wonder if they're filming it now. Are you messing with me, Onwar? Are they? Wait, what? I am really happy. I had snacks today, and that may be like not a big deal for y'all, but I've been doing this thing where I'm like budgeting food so that I don't spend all of my money on food, because that's what I do. Anyway, so because I've been budgeting and I'm like a child, I like only buy a set amount of snacks, but then I ate all the snacks in like 5 minutes. So anyway, today I got more, so I'm really happy. It's been like 2 weeks of me eating healthy because I was sick. I'm over it. So, really? Oh my gosh. I'm going to put Anne. That's crazy. And the typewriter bell. Love snacks. What content do we make? So here, it's just a community based on kindness. So my goal is to show, how do I say this? To show, like, I don't want to say imperfections. To show, like, idiosyncrasy, little things about people that make them human that could be construed as a problem, and then show that it's both okay, it's human, y'all are safe here. And okay, for example, I'm afraid of people. I'm terrified of people. And y'all like think a lot of times that I'm like joking. I was scared outside today. Like I'm very nervous around people. And I'm trying very hard to get out of my comfort zone, talk to people, initiate conversations, not panic and feel like I should just run. That idea of getting out of my comfort zone to grow, I hope that that inspires other people. So like that is why I made the stream, and so that people would have a safe space to be, if their life situations are not as accepting of them as I am. So like when I'm older, like if I'm like a fancy person that's retired, you know, I would like to travel to people's weddings, and because I didn't know I was going to be a poet at people's weddings, but my goal was to be the person that like walks with you if your family isn't supportive. Like I'll be your family. There's a lot of people that do that on like a volunteer basis, and I thought like that would be, I would love that. And I will cry like I've known you my whole life because I'm emotional. So I feel like I'm right for the job. That kind of thing where like people can just be themselves and know that they always have somewhere where they are welcomed. So that is why I do what I do. And I think getting out of your like comfort zone is a big deal. So I've been trying to do that more and hoping that maybe that shows that like people that are on the internet or on TV or wherever you see them are not perfect, especially me. But that we all have room to like grow. Oh, I'm so glad, Audrey. Okay. So today's typewriter stuff, and then I forgot to type. So sorry about that. What is my favorite snack? Right now, it's like the equivalent of like a Pringle. It's like a little flat chippy chip. But I did go to a store today, and they had like these like cheesy veggie straw things. I don't know what they are, but I ate almost the whole bag. That stuff was delicious. Anyway, so really I'm just happy to have any type of salty snack. Welcome back, friend. But yes, the goal is kindness. The world could use more kindness. So that's the goal. Obviously, I still talk about what I do and what I make because that is what I do for a living, but primarily that is the goal for the stream. Yes, we're trying to get to 100 likes. Right. And 9K, and we're about 50 subscribers off from our goal, which is crazy and exciting. Okay, so Erin, that's what your name sounds like on the typewriter. I hope you like it. Welcome. And thank you for joining. this is typewriter ASMR. I just like forget to do the ASMR part and talk a lot. So that's on just a terrible attention span. But I made a real soup today, y'all. You would be so proud. Jeremy, you're gonna have good luck. That was your name on the typewriter, and when you get the bell, usually it's the next day, so whatever that means for you. I don't know your time zone, but I hope it's good. Bridger, I've never heard that before. I like it. Had to make sure I spelled it right. The fake typing. Did I spell it wrong? Oh my God, wait. I did. I'm so sorry. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that, friend. I fixed it. See it at the bottom? Oh, there's both of you. Oh, perfect. So now you're both there. Okay, good. I always feel so bad when I get people's names wrong. Okay. Whew. Oh no, Jesse. I'll send you good vibes, my friend, and I hope that you feel better. All right. So, where were we? Yeah, today was a good day. It was a very like calm, I felt like I lived in a small town kind of day. I can't really describe that otherwise. It just felt like I did a bunch of normal everyday things, which I don't usually do all in one day. It's a weird thing to say, but Winnie, you're gonna have good luck, my friend. Your name fell on the typewriter bell. Savannah, let me just see how to spell that. There you go, friend. Hello. That's crazy, Jody. Does that mean I've been doing this sticker of the day for like over 600 days? What? That's crazy. Absolutely. Aaron. Amina, I wrote right in the middle. I remember. At the start of the line, right in the center. But sometimes people don't hear it if it's like right when they come in, so don't tell, but I wrote it again. Wesley, no. Y'all gotta rest. Kirk, you're gonna have good luck. Your name fell on the typewriter bell. May you have the best day and luck tomorrow. So yeah, y'all, resting is very important. Do not overdo it. So, speaking of, when I worked at I worked in an urgent care hospital for animals. It was a veterinary hospital. So because that was my primary job before I started doing TreasuredLetter full time, I was considered an essential worker. I was a receptionist. I was hired to answer the phones. I did other stuff and like medical things too, but primarily that was my like focus. So I didn't really consider myself essential, but I was considered essential. So anytime it was like severe snow or anything, I would either be going to work or stuck because like you can't get home, and I was not close by, so I would just be like there for hours and hours. So I would like to just say, one, thank you to everyone who's an essential worker who is doing their best to help others and just be there for them in their time of need. 2, drive very safe. Love y'all. And 3, I'm so grateful for you. And I am also super grateful that I am not driving in that, because my car is 24 years old and it was not going well. So I am just very happy that this is my path and I don't have to drive in inclement weather. But knock on wood, we don't know what it's going to be for the Valentine's Day market, so we'll see, y'all. The events have been going so good. So if you would like to come say hello, it is the 7th of February, Warwick, Rhode Island, Crown Plaza, Valentine's Day Market. It's over 100 vendors, including me. I'm so excited. Can you imagine? Hi, I'm a vendor. um, sorry, that gets me every time. I don't really know how to introduce myself other than like, hi, America, let's be friends. So we'll see how that goes on the 7th. But they've been going really well, and I'm very excited. And I applied for 12. 5 of them was like one event, and then 6 of them was another event. So I definitely applied for more than 12. Anyway, so that means I applied for like 16 or something. Anyway, you gotta shoot your shot, y'all. That being said, one of them is supposed to start on the 1st of February, and I never heard back. So I'm assuming it's like a job interview where if you don't hear back, you don't have the job. But I don't know, y'all. So we'll see. But I'm applying for everything that I can apply for because I want to do more in-person events, and I want more people to see that I can be hired as a poet for their events. So if you know anyone getting married who'd like a poet there, hit me up. Hello. All right, so let me know your name and I will add it on the typewriter. Because we're doing everybody's name typewriter ASMR. I feel you, Amina, because this morning I had an appointment and I had to be there at 8:30 and I went to bed at like, I don't know, maybe 2:30, maybe. So I got just a few hours of sleep. It was not ideal. Ray, hello. Rocky. Rocco. Oh, you're gonna have good luck. John. Eddie. Cat. Hello. Thank you. Millie. Which I think is such a cute name. Don't you? I just think it's so cute. So part of why I like this is because I get to write everyone's names and then I learn names that I've never heard before. And as somebody who used to write like a lot of fiction just for like my own enjoyment that never saw the light of day, I used to love making up names. Just fun. So anytime I read a book, I'm like, oh, that's an interesting choice. Because when you read something from like an author perspective, it is a different experience. And sometimes you read stuff and you're like, oh, that's a good idea because that makes writing a lot easier. Because if they have like this power, then it's like it writes itself. That kind of thing is really fun to me. So I like reading a lot. Thank you. I don't know about that, Ed, but you're gonna have good luck because your name fell on the typewriter bell, but also that's what your name sounds like on a typewriter. Welcome to my office. Rocky, welcome. Did I get my laundry finished? That's true. I should do more laundry tomorrow in case we do lose power or anything. I won't be able to do that more. I did like a load though. I'm not somebody who does anyone enjoy doing laundry? I guess no. But that is a good point. I should do everything I can with like water before in case we do lose power. Camera. There you go, friend. Hello. Thank you for being here. If you haven't liked the stream yet, we're trying to get to 100 likes. I would be so grateful if you could follow along or like it or both. Shayna. There we go. Hello. Thank you for being here. We're anticipating like a really big snowstorm on Sunday. So if the stream is interrupted, you'll know I lost power. But we'll find out, y'all. Add. Welcome. -13 Fahrenheit? I saw that the Midwest might have exploding trees. Did you see that? Is that real? Is that real? Because it's so cold? Like, what is that about? I didn't know that was even an option. Is that real? Maybe they're messing with me. Hello in Texas. Tyler, you're going to have good luck because your name fell on the typewriter bell. But that is what your name sounds like on a vintage typewriter. And this I always play with, but it makes that noise because it's the part that comes up so that you can put ribbon in it. And the ribbon has ink on it. Thank you, Kim. I think I'm running out of paper. This is a 1949 Royal Arrow. It's a really good typewriter. It's kind of just a workhorse overall. Isabel, that's what your name sounds like, and Kim on the typewriter. Because this typewriter I travel with and do live events for poetry, and she is just an absolute beast. I love her. But it is a vintage typewriter. Well, you know what? I'm on the last line. Hold on. I'll show you the paper and the typewriter as soon as I finish. Who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? Okay. So this is what it looks like. Everybody in red did like a donation, and I like to thank you, so that is my way of doing so that I can say special thanks to and list you off: Bree, Edward, Kirby, and Rachel. So that's what it looks like, and this is what the typewriter looks like. So it is a traveling typewriter. And what does that mean? It means that it came in a linen carrying case, and that these rails here have like a metal clip that clips in to the bottom of the briefcase. And then you would carry it on the go. Is it a reliable means of carrying this now? No. That briefcase cannot be trusted. But back in the day, yes. So to be fair, it's from the 40s, so she's doing what she can. But that is how they used to be able to travel with it, and that is why this typewriter is only about 12 pounds, where most typewriters are very heavy. So that's why during the stream you might notice it starts to migrate from the tapping and moving the roller. But it's just because she's a lightweight typewriter. Now there's ultra lightweight typewriters, which I'm looking into purchasing, but it depends. You don't want to get a cheap one that will like break down while you're like on the road, you know? So, but they have some that are like 7 and 8 pounds that are vintage, and that's pretty cool. Me too, Kim. It makes me so happy. Thank you. There is maintenance done. So there are 2 typewriter shops in New England. That's it. But you may not know it, and there might be a typewriter shop near you. You never know. And if so, they sell typewriters there and repair them. You can get ribbon on Amazon. They have a bunch of like office supply things. The ones that I got from there weren't very good, so I was getting them from a place in Boston, Massachusetts, but the gentleman just retired. I'm so tragically sad about it. I mean, good for him. Congratulations. I will just be sad because I always wanted to go to that shop, and I never did because I knew I would leave with like 20 typewriters and massive amounts of debt. But now that it's gone, I'm so sad I missed it. Anyway, so is there? I was leaning on it. That one? Did I drop another one? I have notes to myself all around. This one says save the bonsai because my bonsai tree is outside. And this one says do laundry so that I don't run out before, like in case we lose power. I should do anything having to do with water now. But like I can do it tomorrow. Thanks, John. I'll do my best. It's 11:37. That's true. We're in the same time zone. Welcome to Sierra. It fell. Oh, did I drop one? Oh, I do. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I dropped the whole thing. Well, let's put that over there. JS, welcome, and thank you for being a member. I appreciate you. I have a little thing that was full that holds them all, which I think is the cutest thing, but I've only got 2 left, and it's probably because I lose them all the time. Let's put that over there. I always do everything last minute. That's true, and that's on ADD. But I thrive under pressure, which is not ideal. But it was why I was good at working at an ER hospital. That's why. I was very calm in the face of an emergency, and too calm in the face of a snowstorm. But I think it'll be all right, because they're saying it's either going to be like a historic snowstorm or it'll be fine, and they're not really sure. So I'm assuming it'll be somewhere in the middle, and we'll get like maybe 6 inches of snow or something. It'll be all right. Okay. Oopsie. Okay, so remember how I was showing you the typewriter and not like fully paying attention? I just made everything in red ink. The whole line is in red ink. Red ink is to thank people for donating, but except that line, that one's just red for the red of it. So thank you. I designed it. If you would like one, it's available at TreasuredLetter.com. Okay, so that's true. I packed for my honeymoon like the day before. Y'all, I was so excited to get back the black and white photos I took on my honeymoon. Tell me why none of them came out. They're all dark. Apparently, even in like broad daylight, you need the flash on for black and white photos. They're all, you can't read any of them. So I learned a lesson there. But I can't believe I actually went to Italy, and that still throws me off because I never thought that we would be able to do that. So honestly, no matter what happens in life, I'm like so grateful for that. All right. It's entirely manual. She's an old school laptop. Okay, so 1949. Can you believe it? What a great typewriter. There's so many incidents, Jody. I'm a menace. That's why I'm like, what is my surprise from Dan? Like, what could it possibly be? Nothing I wouldn't know about. Nothing I wouldn't know about. Thanks, JS. Oh my God. You know what? Did I just accidentally manifest? Thank you so much. You too, my friend. But tell me why JS's name is the last one that I wrote in red by accident. Did I just accidentally manifest? I feel like I did by accident. Subliminal message. Thank you so much, JS. That's really kind. I'm going to put your name in black and red because it's funny. So we'll just invert it, you know? Okay. There are, like I have a typewriter from like the 1980s, I believe, and it's the size of my bureau, and I didn't know what to do with it, so it's just on top of my bureau. But anyway, it plugs in, and someone was like, oh, you collect them, you can have this. And it's enormous. I don't know what to do with it. This is so good. I don't want any electronics. I just want to be a happy little typist. Just a poet making my things with no internet. Anthony, welcome. Isn't it fun? I do like events and stuff where I write poems like in the moment. Like y'all will like give me a prompt or not, and I write a poem and give it to you. So I will be doing that on the 7th if y'all would like to join the Valentine's market. Anyway, so usually people have little kids and they don't know what this is because they've never seen one. And like they get really excited and I open it up and I show them about it and I tell them about it. But for the adults that are messing with me and they're like, I don't know what that is, I'm always like, oh, this is an original Nintendo. This is actually an original laptop. Like I just mess with them because they started it. But for little kids, I sit them down and we play with it. But they've never seen it before and they don't know what it is, which is so fun. I mean, for me. So there you have it. A lot of people do not know what a typewriter is, and I think that's pretty fantastic. So this is a Royal Arrow from 1949. Welcome to my office. Roman. Hello, Chris. Ray. Ray, your name fell on the typewriter bell, which means tomorrow you're going to have good luck. Those are the rules. Kimmy. I can't help it. The name Kimmy gives me a smile. I don't know why, but it just feels like the name for the nicest person. I don't know why, but some people's names have such good vibes, and I think Kimmy has good vibes. It is. Now, there is the royal insignia on it still, but I must say, the logo, I was like, I never get heated, and I had to be like, because I paid someone to clean this typewriter, like a professional, and they took off most of the logo, and I was like, why? But I didn't want to be rude because what was done, so I was just like, thank you. And I paid them and I left, but I was horrified. Who scrubs off a logo from the 40s? Anyways, so she still has a logo, but it's lighter. And like a lot of it's gone, but you can still see that it's there. But I was personally horrified. So just in case anybody ever need to know, I do get mad. Just not rude. But anyways, where were we? This is my pride and joy. I love this typewriter. It's so fun, Wesley. It's so fun. Okay, so there's like this guy on TikTok, and I don't know his name, but I've seen a couple of his videos, and it's like, tell me if you've ever heard of this, or if it's just me. It's a video of like an old like cassette tape running, and the video is just like a voiceover of him leaving a voicemail, but the voicemails are him, how do I say this? He's explaining calmly what's going on around him as if he's in a movie. Like he'll explain what it's like working at Hogwarts, or like he's leaving a voicemail for his friend as if he's on like the Jurassic Park island. Like I found it very funny and clever. So anyway, I at first was watching it because I was like, wow, when's the last time anyone's seen like a functioning cassette? And just so y'all know, my car is from 2002, so it has a tape player, but there's a tape of unknown origin stuck in the tape player, so it's never worked. I don't know, y'all. It also has a CD player, so I have CDs in my car. We're not high tech in this situation. It's about 12 pounds. It's a traveling typewriter, so it is very lightweight in terms of typewriters anyway. So let's see. My family is really, so my family doesn't live, a lot of them don't live in the United States, so we miss each other a lot because of the time zones. So we leave voice messages that are like 20 minutes long. And it's like not a big deal. They're like 10, 15-minute voicemails. And that's I mean, that's what they are, but they're all like, they're all audio messages that are really long, as if we're having conversations that the person is present for, but they're not. So that is primarily what happens, because we're never in the same time zone. So when you say people used to be creative with voicemails, it just made me realize I'm still leaving them. 1984 Ford. Is the F-150 a truck? That sounds like a truck. 4-speed truck. That's still going. That gives me hope because I want my car to live forever. I love it. I love my car. She is a tank. I mean, it feels like driving a boat. I assume I've never driven a boat, but it's a big sedan. Right, so that is like no miles, Anthony. That's crazy. Good for you. All right, y'all. If we can get one more sub, we'll be halfway to our goal of subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. We need one more. Wesley, that's part of the fun. If all communication was just like 2 sentences, where's the joy and whimsy? I don't know about that, Rome Blake. Hi. Yeah, so we need 1 subscriber and a member if you want. But whoop. All right, we're at 89.51. So we are very close to 9K. Do you think we can do it tomorrow? It's very exciting. I think. I don't know. I think. All right, so I'm gonna type some things because it's midnight and I thought it'd be fun. Thank you. These are what we made for today. And it says, welcome to Friday Night Type Night with Erica. That's me, Treasured Letter. And then it says, welcome to, and all of these people. And then here it says, welcome to, and all of these people. Special thanks to Bree, Edward, Kirby, Rachel, and JS for your kind donations. I am very grateful. What did I write? Thank you for joining Treasured Letter as we type names and made memories. Treasured Letter has my heart, so I'm happy you're here joining me. I'm so happy you're here joining me. May your day be amazing and your luck ring true. Have the best day ever tomorrow. Love y'all. Sincerely, Erica Taylor. Treasured Letter. And that is the end of Friday Night Type Night. Oh, I'm losing my voice. I hope that you have the best day tomorrow. I hope that everything is in your favor and that it's sunny and joyous. I will see you then. Thank you for being here. Love to you all. If you know anybody who you think might enjoy what I make, please check out TreasuredLetter.com. gmail.com. And also, I have a bunch of cards on there if you would like to send a Valentine to someone, or you can have a poem made for you or someone else, or stickers, or a bunch of other stuff, jewelry. So please check it out if you have a moment. It is my whole world. I love it so much. And I am so grateful for all of you. That's true. We got to 79 likes, which is amazing. I know, we're so close. I cannot wait. That's true. I'll be sending good vibes to everybody this weekend, but I'll be streaming before then anyway. So just in case I don't see you though, be safe, be warm, be toasty, be fed, relaxed if you can for the storm. I love y'all. Sweet dreams. And I will see you tomorrow for the next one. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of Friday Night Type Night, where we do ASMR names on the typewriter. Till next time. Love y'all. Sweet dreams.